Hello, everyone, and welcome to the City of Quincy Board of Commissioners meeting February 6th, 2024 at 4 p.m. I will read the open meeting law into the record. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Sue, can you call the roll?
Inspector Bowman.
Present.
Director Conlon.
Present.
Chief Jackson.
Present.
Chief Kennedy.
Present.
Chair Christo.
Present.
5 minutes.
We do have a quorum, and we will get right to agenda item number 1. Hearing regarding the request of the City of Quincy for a special use permit one-day liquor license for their annual President's Day Winterfest on Monday, February 19th, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Hancock's Adams Common, Tom Anacone, come on up. Hi, Tom.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Why don't you tell us about the annual President's Day Winterfest?
I think it's been 4 or 5 years now they've been doing it. So it's a family event. There's all different sorts of, I know there's like dancers, presentations, they have different activities in different areas. I know there's different tents. Sorry, John McDonald just asked me to run over today, so. And he asked us to handle some beer, wine, light cocktails. We'll be serving chili, chowder, and popcorn as well.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding the City of Quincy for a special use one-day liquor license for the annual President's Day Winterfest on Monday, February 19th, Family Day here outside at the Hancock Adams Common? Seeing none. Excuse me. Board members, any questions, concerns? There is a flyer that is on the City of Quincy website that goes into more detail on who is going to be there and what's new, and ice sculptures, fire performances, and things like that. So quincyma.gov for more information on the President's Day Winterfest. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of the City of Quincy for a special use permit, one-day liquor license for the annual President's Day Winterfest on Monday, February 19th, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the Hancock Adams Common. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Tom. Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of the Jim Kennedy Memorial Run for ALS for a special use permit for the annual squirrel run on Saturday, June 10th. Lou Tozzi, how are you, Mr. Tozzi?
Thank you, Nicole.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Licensing Board Chief, congratulations on
Thank you, sir.
your
Thank you.
promotion. You've always been very helpful on the day of the race. Much
Thank you.
appreciated. I'm before you for the 26th straight year to promote and ask your permission for this race. I represent Richard Kennedy, of course, and this year's ALS Squirrel Run will be held on Saturday, June 8th.
Oh,
Chief,
Not Flag Day,
sorry.
week before Flag Day.
okay.
My mistake.
Chief, you'll be glad to know that we're changing the race from 5K to a shorter race of, from 5 miles to 5K. 5K being 3.1 miles. Less congestion in the city, and your officers, the motorcycle guys, the bikes guys, always do a magnificent job. As you know, we've never had one problem in 26 years.
Right.
Thank you for your support. The Angel Fund is the vehicle through Rich Kennedy. We've raised over $1 million in the 26 years. All the money goes toward the research at the UMass Medical Center under Dr. Robert Brown's leadership. The good news is we've raised all that money. The bad news is there's still no cure for ALS. This dreaded disease continues. So we hope to do our part again. The mayor and all of you have been extremely supportive. We're looking forward to a great day on Saturday, June 8th.
And what is the start time for the race?
9 o'clock for the walkers, Nicole, and 10 o'clock for the new distance of the race, Chief. Again, that's shortened to 3.1 miles.
Same
5K.
same start and finish?
Same start, same finish. It'll be a little easier for the residents, for your staff, because there'll be less time on Hancock Street. We'll still use Fenno and those streets, but less running on Hancock Street.
Great.
And as we always do, I'll get you a map the week before, a packet. I'll bring it to your office with all the information.
Sounds good, sir. Thank you.
sir.
Anyone have any questions regarding the Jim Kennedy Memorial Run for ALS? Seeing none, board members? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of the Jimmy Kennedy Memorial Run for ALS for a special use permit for the annual squirrel run on Saturday, June 8th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, board. Thank you, Chief.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Very much, Nicole.
Of course. Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of Pan-Ethnic Pour-Overs, 184 West Wanham Street for a special use permit, one-day liquor license for a fundraising Valentine's Paint and Sip event on February 14th. There will be 2 sessions, one beginning at 12:30 p.m. and the other at 7 p.m. Emily Garoza. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us about your event?
Yeah, so we're doing a paint and sip event. It'll be on Wednesday, February 14th for Valentine's Day. Paint and sip is basically an instructed kind of like painting kind of fun little thing where we have an instructor teach people how to paint something, and there will be alcohol available as well. We have 3 sessions in total. 2 of them are alcoholic sessions, so one from 12:30 to 2:30, and then we'll have one as well from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Both sessions are capped at 10 people that are required to register beforehand and also pay for their registration beforehand as well. We'll also have doors, ID checks at the door as well. The one that is happening from 12:30 to 2:30 is happening during our business hours, so that's actually happening in our event space, which is separate from the cafe, and that'll also, only folks who are participating will be allowed to enter that space. As for the drinks that we're serving, we're gonna have a preset menu of 4 drinks that are still up in the air, but beer, wine, and light cocktails essentially. Folks will also only be able to have 2 drinks per participant, so they'll be capped. We'll give people like poker chips that they can exchange at our little bar that we'll kind of have. And yeah.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone regarding Pan-Ethnic Pour-Overs at 184 West Wanham Street for a special use permit, one-day liquor license?
Emily, if you could just talk to Detective Brown in the back there, when you leave it, he'll give you the idea of what's allowed with the liquor and things like that we
sure.
can serve, okay? Thank you.
Board members, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of Pan-Ethnic Pour-Overs, 184 West Wanham Street for a special use permit, one-day liquor license for a fundraising Valentine's Paint and Sip event on February 14th. There'll be 2 sessions, one beginning at 12:30 and another at 7 p.m.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All set, thank you.
Thank you.
Here, agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of MJNR Inc. doing business as Coop's Bar and Grill for a cabaret license for the premise located at 520 Washington Street. Michael Pavier, come on up. Is it Pavieri or?
All there.
Okay, all right,
Close
good,
enough.
all right. Okay, why don't you tell us?
So,
Your
Coop's
plan.
Bar and Grill, we've been in business since 2006, and over the past few years, we've been kicking around the idea of maybe doing some live music on the weekends, acoustic guitar or something to that effect. We have an older clientele, so we're not looking for big bands and things of that nature. We're just looking for something to kind of drum up some more business for our weekends. We've seen, we've been doing fairly well since COVID, but we're definitely seeing a little bit of dip in the weekend clientele, DoorDash and people taking out orders. So we're trying to bring some entertainment to kind of force people to kind of get out of their house and be at a restaurant, and try to entice them to come in. This would not be something we're looking to do, 7 days a week, anything of that nature. This would probably be maybe a Friday and Saturday night, and just kind of test the waters. We don't have any definitive plans of it's going to be every weekend. It's just more or less we want to have that option if we would like to. We've had some great success. I heard them talking about a paint and sip. We've done paint nights and we do trivia nights and things of that nature, which it seems to be a good draw when we actually have something going on in the restaurant. So that's kind of more or less what we're looking for. In addition to that, we do have the second half of our place, which is a 50 to 60 person dining room that we've seen an increase in people looking for small parties, communions and things of that nature, birthday parties, work parties. And they've asked, hey, could we bring in a DJ? Could we bring in live music? So that was something else that this would help us with, be able to utilize that space that we have. With doing things like that, obviously I'm aware. My other business that I own is a mixed martial arts company, cage fighting business that I've been running since I started in 2010 down in Plymouth, Mass. We do events with upwards of 2,000 people every other month. So I've done almost 70 events in the past 14 years. So I am aware of, with entertainment, there might be larger crowds, and I'm fully aware of that and capable of handling that if it ever gets to that level. But as of right now, we're looking for, kind of to keep things with our older clientele that we have, and soft music and just some background stuff. Nothing. We're not looking to do a nightclub or anything like that, but I am aware of, the increase in crowds, and I've dealt with that, with my other business that I have.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns with anyone here regarding Coop's Bar and Grill for a cabaret license? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns?
Nope.
Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of MJNR Inc. doing business as Coop's Bar and Grill for a cabaret license for the premises located at 520 Washington Street. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All
Thank
set.
you. Thank you.
Thank
all
you.
for your support. Thank you.
Agenda item number 5, hearing regarding the request of Salador Inc. for a change of doing business as DBA name all alcohol beverage license from Townsend to Dottie's Kitchen. Devin Adams. Hi Devin, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Why don't you tell us about your plans?
So we re-signed with Related Beal Next Door for another 10 years. And we were able to make them give us a little bit of money to renovate. So we're kind of putting in new floors and adding some, not adding seating, but changing some of the seating arrangements there. Wallpaper, lights, bar stays where it is, doors stay where they are, nothing structural or anything like that. So same hours that we've had. We are gonna look to try to, Mondays we have been closed, but we're gonna try to reopen 7 days as we get moving. So we're hopefully about 2.5 weeks away. And yeah, same kind of adjusting the menu a little bit. There'll be a raw bar, and we'll have a little bit more dedication towards some seafood, but for the most part, business as usual.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone regarding Salador Inc. doing business for their all alcohol beverage from Townsend to Dottie's Kitchen? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of Salador Inc. for a change in the doing business as name on their all alcoholic beverages restaurant license from the Townsend to Dottie's Kitchen. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Good luck,
Thank you,
Devin.
appreciate it.
Okay. Agenda item number 6, hearing regarding the request of Quincy Market LLC doing business as Quincy Vape and Lottery. Sophia Jamal, manager, for a transfer of off-premise wine and malt beverage convenience store license presently held by Grace Ing LLC, doing business as Andres, for the premise located at 20 Brook Street. Attorney Robert Fleming.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Rob Fleming. I do represent the applicant here for this transfer of a beer and wine license. With me this evening, Sophia could not be here. Her family has COVID, so they're home. Her mother is here, who's very involved in the businesses as well. The family itself owns 11 businesses. Sophia herself owns 3 now. So Fuzia Jamil is here with any questions you may have for her. So again, this is a request for a transfer of beer and wine at 20 Brook Street. I had represented Grace Ng when she first acquired the first beer and wine license a number of years ago. Grace has done a great job, but her and her husband decided to move on and give somebody younger to continue this particular business at this location. So it's done really well over the years. They've done a great job, and I know Sophia will do just as well. So to speak to Sophia a little bit more, she does own 3 different, 2 other locations in Marlborough, I believe, and Walpole. This is her first alcohol, this would be her first alcohol license. However, with the vaping, as you all know, there are some age restrictions with respect to that. So they are very well versed in the identification of people buying this particular product as well. Obviously, they'll be tip certified with the service of alcohol. That will be done and required. But I just wanted to kind of get into their experience with IDing people for the sale of the vaping products as well.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
Anyone have any questions, concerns regarding Quincy Market LLC doing business as Quincy Vape and Lottery for their off-premise wine and malt beverage convenience store? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of Quincy Market LLC doing business as Quincy Vape and Lottery, Sophia Jamel, manager, for a transfer of the off-premise wine and malt beverage convenience store license presently held by Grace Ng LLC, doing business as Andres for the premises located at 20 Brook Street.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Thank you so
Great,
much.
thank you.
Much appreciated.
That does conclude our agenda items. Looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the January 23rd hearing and waive the reading.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes from the January 23rd hearing and waive the reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Our next hearing is on February 20th. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.